you putting any money into your podcast digitally?
Digitally,
Like to promote, advertise your website?
well, promotion, yeah. So, Instagram, I have a separate, podcast for I have separate Instagram for the podcast. So I'll promote a couple posts here and there. I definitely promote the episodes, that's a big one for me. But, I mean, speaking of that, what's an expectation that you may gauge for how much people should put into a podcast? If you've read something or had a conversation about how in depth the money should be, what do you?
I don't think you should invest any money until you have a following. And then once you have your following, then you can invest some more money into yourself. But I think you should wait until your following is there, and then.
But how do you get the following if you don't invest the money?
Different ways, man. Like you go on other people's podcasts, you have bigger people on your podcast that will get people to watch you. It's hard. It's definitely not easy, but it's something that you just got to play the game. If you look at if you break it up like LA, right, for comedy anyway, like LA is huge in the podcast industry. So then the reason why they're so big is because all of them do each other's podcasts, So and the Mecca is Rogan, so he's at the top. And then all these other people that do Rogan do all each other's podcasts, and it's all some like family stuff, and everybody can make money off of each other.
Right. Now, does that money, though, I mean, that's such a great example, right, of Rogan, and then, people kind of, trickling down to each other and whatnot. But does the money part come from, not even does it come from, but should you expect it more from sponsors or from listeners and
both? You can get money from sponsors and your listeners. You start your own Patreon or something like that, then you have people subscribe to you. You start OnlyFans, do whatever you want for a podcast.
OnlyFans for a podcast?
1,000%. I swear to God, people do it all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
Yeah, it's not just
you got
for
your fitness
tits.
junkies doing OnlyFans. It's getting big.
It's not just for tits.
Yeah, it's for everything.
All of the above.